What's up everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. This is Gaming God, or you guys can call me Aiden for short, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the best ways to play dead right here in Black Ops 3. So I actually saw how to do this all the way back in Black Ops 2. There was a certain way to play dead in that game, and when I saw it, I remember wondering what the whole point of it was. Like, I didn't think it served any purpose whatsoever, but I was thinking about it just the other day, and I realized that on top of just being a little bit different and funny, it could actually benefit you in certain situations. So just some of the situations I thought of were, say, a search and destroy situation, where if you lie in a dead body or in a dark corner, there's a pretty good chance that people will run straight past you, and it could definitely help you out. Also, if you're capping flags in domination, especially the B flag on Nuketown, because there always just seems to be a bunch of dead bodies just lying around everywhere, and I know from playing on it that it can be really hard sometimes to shoot the live body that's capping the flag. You only usually get one chance, and I always seem to end up shooting at the body that's already dead. But if you play dead on the flag, the chances of the enemy shooting at you goes down even more, so I can definitely see it helping you out if you use it in the right situation. Now what I did was I tested a few different ways of me using different equipment to find out what works best. As you guys can see, I went and did it in a private match, and then I got the outside view in theater mode, so we can see what it would look like to the other team. So the first thing I tried out was the combat axe, and I laid down in the sun here so you could just see the player a bit better. But as you guys can see, the combat axe doesn't exactly make you look dead. Now I'm not throwing it here, I'm just aiming it by holding down the button, but he sort of holds himself up off the ground, and if the enemy sees this, they're obviously going to get suspicious and shoot at it, so that one was completely out of the conversation. Next up, I decided to try out the C4. Now I've never actually used this before in a game because they changed how it works. So basically it has to hit the ground before you can detonate it, so it's not really worth using in my opinion. But with me doing the exact same thing here as I did with the axe, just holding down the button, it sort of makes the character look dead. He's in a position where his arms are out and there's obviously no gun, so I could see how the enemy would think you're dead. But there is one major problem here, and that's the actual C4 in his hands. It kind of makes it look like he's defusing a bomb or something, so I probably wouldn't say it's worth using the C4 for this. Almost, but not quite. So next up, I went ahead and I kept tapping triangle, or for the Xbox it's Y I think, just the button that makes you change weapons, because in some previous Call of Duty games, this actually made you look dead, so I wanted to try it out here in Black Ops 3, and again, no real luck. It actually looks a bit weird and definitely suspicious. No player will ever think you're dead if you're constantly tapping this button, so I would recommend not to do that in this game. But I did find a way, or two ways actually, that will allow you to play dead better than anything I just showed you. So the first one is to use the Semtex, because when you hold down the button to throw it, the arm of the character actually goes back, as you guys can see here. You can't properly see any type of equipment or gun, so that's a really good start, because most people do know the position of someone lying down with their gun, but here we don't have either of that. He's lying in a different position and there's no gun showing, so in a frantic rush of domination or something like that, you'll find that a lot of people will actually mistake you as dead. Now the only thing that might give it away here is the movement in the beginning. He moves his head. You're gonna need some things on your class as well to really make you seem dead. So the first thing that I would recommend having on your class is a silencer. Even though you don't have a gun in your hand when you're on the ground, the whole point of Call of Duty is to kill people. So at some point you're gonna pull up your gun and shoot. So if you really want to try and remain off the radar, you want to be using a silencer. So now onto the perks, and for tier 1 you want to be running Ghost, because if the other team has up UAV and you're trying to play dead, they're obviously going to know exactly where you are, and that's something you want to avoid. Next up, I would go for two perks in tier 2, and those would be Cold-Blooded and Hardwired. Hardwired is the more important one here in my opinion because of Sixth Sense. A lot of people use this, and if you don't have on Hardwired, they'll be able to know exactly where you are, which completely defeats the whole purpose of playing dead. And for tier 3, I would say Awareness could be a good option, especially if you do wear a headset, just so you can try to listen to enemy footsteps that are near you. I think that could definitely help you out. So that's how I would recommend you play dead in Black Ops 3. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, remember to drop a like to show your support, favourite the video, and subscribe to my channel if you're new so you don't miss out on any of my future Black Ops 3 videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.